Welcome back, Junk Wax friends. Just a small little video today here on low hanging wax. I'm gonna finish off that FLEER box that I started. Oh my God, it's got to be a couple months ago now at least. And that's the mission here, low hanging wax. It's all just a cheapy cheap, but still with some fun mixed in. That's just what I'm about here. We got 3 more packs. We'll close out today quick. Keep the dream alive here. Keep the channel going. I do want to thank everyone who watches. I appreciate all the support. Some really cool videos I happened to catch recently of, oh man, is it Buttermilk Cards? He's got a really cool thing going with the Junk Wax. 4 players from the Junk Wax era that lasted like the longest. I want to say from like 81 to 98. I'll try to put a link in here. And also there's a gentleman doing a thing called Chasing the Yellow Monster, doing this. He actually just finished it, doing a big FLEER rip. And he assembled a whole set, all the provisions. It's really, really cool. I recommend checking it out. And I'll try to get you the info on that. Otherwise, just doing a review here of the box. Special shout out to the regulars. Darth, I appreciate you, man. I thought I had at least 4, and I was right. So here's the last one we got, was this provision of Will Clark. Pretty nicely centered. And again, I'm happy just to catch these. It's just such a trip. I haven't seen these in decades. So now we can close that out. I mean, not to say I wouldn't buy another box of FLEER, but we can check out some other stuff. I'm going to go for the bow breaker soon, so stay tuned for that. Just reviewing the provisions that we did catch. Here's the Raja. And the Kirby. So out of 1 box, we got 4 of these provisions. So for 20 bucks, multiple videos, even for 25, I think that's kind of like the limit. I mean, hey, it's your money, do what you want. But for me, I'm in about that. I get a kick out of getting the cheap hits. And I know there are a lot of the new guys that say, those aren't hits. They're hits to me. All right, let's move along. So let's see if we can get 1 more at least. I'm trying to wonder if we could squeeze out 1 more provision out of these 3 packs. If we can at least have fun trying. All right, let's dive in. Let's see who we get. We'll just you could always skip through. Just some honorable mentions, and not honorable mentions, but these are the best hits we got so far. If you know, you know. We got the Dre back. It's a fun little thing I do because that's my last name. We got Nolan Ryan, all my favorite players. So I got the cards back I wanted to since I was, 12 years old. That one looks the best. Sheffield, sorry for the brand new Dusty. Actually, some of these are. Got that one recently. And just a smattering of just normal favorites. I like to just hit them with a penny sleeve so they're good. I can just kind of rip through them and enjoy them when I want. So let's see. So, I mean, a lot of fun out of 1 box, in my opinion. If this is the kind of thing you like, I think 20 bucks is reasonable. But yeah, I know. I'm seeing like the boxes at 90 tops, still at 60, 70 bucks. That's 90 tops and that's a definite needle in a haystack territory. All right, let's see what we can get. Nothing here, but regardless, let's see what we can get here. Cliff Young, Jim Eisenreich. I'm not going to do every single name here. Lance Johnson. I'm trying to think of who I haven't gotten that I want yet. I did have a list, but I don't know where that is. Please let me know if I missed anything. Ellis Burks with a dirty, stained baseball rag. Greg Olson. Checklist. Come on, let's get something here. Jeff Pico. Pedro Munoz with a small hat. Kevin Maas. All right. I get a kick out of this stuff. I know he didn't have the career we had hoped for, but let's take a look at the back and see what Kevin Maas is up to. Pretty cool. I'll take it. I think it's fun. All right. Starting with a Kevin Maas. Let's see if we do a little better than that. Rolling along. I do have a couple of, I'm telling you guys, you want to find the cheap Junk Wax newly listed items. Shouldn't tell you my secret, but newly listed. That's the secret. All right, get rid of that. Andy Bennis. Pretty good career there. Elster. I used to like him as a Met. Man. The dad gut going on there. Les Lancaster. Rochelle. Benzinger. Jesus. Glenn Wilson. This is definitely a yellow monster indeed. There's a lot of cards in this set. Plus the provisions, plus the update provisions. Mike Sharperson. Kelly Gruber. We're desperate for hits. Kelly Gruber You're going up. I was a fan. I was told as a youngster I looked like Kelly Gruber. All right, last pack of the box. I can actually see something through there. What do we see through there? All right, come on, man. Let's see if we can get one more. That's pretty greedy. I'm happy with the 4. I'd be happy to get, honestly, 2 would be. Obviously, you know how these things vary. That's all right. There's still millions of these out there. Very cool. Start with Ryan Sandberg, Cecil Fielder combo. I kind of barely remember that, but I really don't. That's a cool one. I like it. We'll put him top deck. I said deck. Bruce Ruffin. Jamie Moyer, Castillo. Come on, let's get something cool here. It's an odd delivery. Carlos Martinez. Let's see. Scott Cooper. That's pretty cool. Nice pose there. Todd Worrell. Come on. Zane Smith's crazy ass. Excuse me. He always looks wild. Look at this guy. Wow. Brought to my attention from The Past is Alive. Thank you for the nightmares. All right, Joe McGrain, Jimmy Key. Come on. Come on, something. I'll tell you what, we're ending with a Mickey Hatcher and a lot of great memories and a nice ad. Well, another touchy subject. Damn Astros. All right. Thank you very, very much, everyone who watches these. We'll be back at it soon. I still got some Donruss to finish off from a box. Again, this is low hanging. That's why it's a little bit laid back. I buy it when I feel like it, when there's something I want to chase. And we'll be chasing that bow breaker card very shortly. All right, friends, you have a great evening. We'll see you next time. Welcome back again, friends. I guess I lied. We're back for just another little short segment. Not these cards withstanding. I thought it would be kind of cool just to do like a boxing review. Maybe it's more for myself, so I have it on the record. But welcome back. I guess I notice, and I'm not trying to save the world here. I really could care less. But us older guys, I'm what, 46? I'm buying this stuff again, first time since I was probably, I don't know, 91, since I was about 12 years old, 11, 12, 13 in there. So like many guys, I had my baseball card collection. Well, mine was lost in my second apartment I ever lived in. My roommate's crazy girlfriend, we had to move out because she was crazy. Could never get my cards back, and they were just lost to history. I went back to that apartment. It was cleaned out. No one knew nothing, which really broke my heart. It was mostly junk wax and probably stuff I crammed into binders and all that. But still, those were my cards I crammed into binders. I also had a 79 Topps, the whole Yankees set. It had Thurman Munson. It had Reggie Jackson, all kinds of cool stuff. I had a 74 Johnny Bench, all stuff from when I was younger. I had some pretty cool adults around me when I was in the scouts that were in the cards and helped me acquire some of those. And now those were gone. So I'm trying to go back and get some of the stuff that I can A, afford, and B, care about, and C, that I can rip at an affordable price. So this was one of those such things. This wasn't top of my list, but I'll say this. I bought this box knowing it was the ugly beast, and I used to not love these. These really grew on me. I'm just going to say these really, really grew on me. So I sleeved them up. Will I buy another box? Probably not right away, but I would definitely buy these again to get the remaining cards I'd like. And these are just guys I just picked that I like, all from my childhood. And I mean, you might not like some of these guys, but that's all right. This is what I like. This is what I collect. It makes me happy to go through. And there's other ones too I have behind me. I just, it's more the same. You get a bunch of this stuff, and we used to really watch these games. I know I did, and I'm going back as an adult. Not to say guys don't watch games now, but it seems like a lot of highlight package fans, and I think you lose some of the connection of the players when you don't really, connect with the games. That's just my opinion. And then you have silly little chases, like my last name's Drabeck. I understand unless you're a Pirates fan, you're not probably collecting Drabeck. But I do, because I got a kick out of it when I was a kid, and I get a kick out of it now. I think it's kind of funny. So, I don't go above and beyond, but when I see them, I put them aside and I top load them. So here's some of the better ones that I got, all from one box for $20 on the marketplace. And I can get another one if I want, but I'm probably going to hold off. And he does have some 91 Donruss. He's got some score, which we'll get into. So we have all these top-loaded babies and the Pro Visions, which I showed you earlier. and an amazing Kevin Moss. So that's pretty much it. This is to me the essence of the junk wax. This is why I do it, and I am going to start instead of daily. I think it just means more when I do it when I really feel like doing it, when I'm really excited to do it instead of feeling like a daily chore. This is something I believe for me it meant to be enjoyed and relaxing and bring back some old memories. So I hope you enjoy it the same way I do, and we'll see you back for another rip. Thanks again, guys.